Scrunchylamp Zero Gaming here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing people how to camp, and this is going to be a really fun way of doing it. It won't take you very long, and it should only take you actually about like as much as this time to get at least a fourth of a level complete if you are really bad at the game and you just want to level up and get more character points so you can buy characters. So what you actually want to do is hopefully you already have like one character point done. So I saved up for cost. Now you can actually do this as other characters. It won't just work as well, but I mean it still works, and I'll tell you guys in a second. So the plan really is caustic. So it kind of looks like, I think you guys should be camo, like for colors, definitely be green. And why that is so good is because you're going to blend in with the greenery, so it's pretty much you're going to camo and just like hold still and just look like, because when people are zooming over, they're not, you're tired, you're just looking for gunshots. That's what you're mostly open for. And some people don't sit close to the TV unless you're like epic PC gamer, and I'm on console, so I really don't know as far as how people's eyesight goes, but I do know this. Camo will work, and it's worked before in the past, and it will today. So that's all I have to say. So what you actually want to do is you're going to want to land somewhere green. Now it doesn't matter where you do this, because everywhere in Apex, as long as it's not like a building, I try to stay away from buildings, at least until like, the last round. I'm going to try to look for some place with green and that has like wedges on the side of the mountain so I can easily hide. And it's next to a road. Now I'll explain why that in a second. So I found a good place right here. Now you actually want to start placing his gas traps. So why? You ask, I guess? This is actually kind of funny. They look like sandbags you place on the side of roads, and they actually have these. They don't look like these. They're pretty much like beige, but I mean they look like them. So if somebody comes across this in a straight line and they can't even see you through them, what are they gonna think? I mean, they're gonna think pretty much there's nothing here, these are just roadblocks. But what's gonna happen, you're gonna be hiding behind it in these leaves right here. And why this actually works is in Apex there is like nothing, it is not classy, everything is usually wrecked. So this is kind of, I mean, it makes sense that you'd see this in here. Also, the greenery, if you're not doing it this way, paint yourself green with like some crystals. You usually just have enough when you start playing just to do this. So you guys should be fine to paint yourself green and just like hide inside a big shrub maybe. And that can work too, as long as you're like a really small character. Now, don't do this as Gibraltar. Just don't do that. I don't know if you've ever just don't. But the character size is just like insanely huge. Like, I did a character comparison. I mean, it's just like not working. So try to be like a small character. Don't try to be caustic. Do it this, or just like don't do with another character. If you're interested in it, Octane, he's already green, Bangalore, and that's about it. Those are like the smallest characters, especially Octane. Really small, really fast, and small character. So that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna skip ahead until somebody comes across us and looks at us. So yeah. So what I did is I actually added on to my fort. And there actually is and were people that came through here. And I don't know if you guys saw that little Pathfinder. Play it back if you want. But as a Pathfinder, it slid over the zipline right as I was jumping out of that. And what happened was the Pathfinder, he was going somewhere. So what happens is, I think he actually looked at us, but I think what really happened was he was just more prioritized on where he was going on the zip line. So that was a few people. Now there's actually a lot of fighting near me as well. To my right in the buildings, there was so much, and look at this greenery sticking up. So now I'm like perfectly in the greenery, which is really nice. And then the missiles, I don't know if you guys hear that. The missiles. I just wanted you guys to hear that and see it too. The missiles just kept coming down. None of them hit me or came close to me, but you can hear them and see them in the distance. And some of the smoke that burns off will come your way, of course. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting as well. And then, here we have it. So, it's always that time when you have to pack up as well, too. So, the teammates I had, they were pretty far away as well, but I actually was able to at least stay out here, and they weren't really abandoned, but they could have came and joined me if they wanted to. But usually if you fall with your team, they see you and you're all going to get picked off. This is definitely the way to go, and you can do this in groups too. You just need a bigger crevice, I think, and all to be painted green, of course. And not being so there. Yeah, see, there's the Pathfinder. None of you guys saw him, but if you guys just like rewind, just like a few pixels back and try to look in that zipline, you will see the Pathfinder that goes up that zipline. It definitely is a Pathfinder, but he was just, prioritized on his way. So that's pretty much it. You guys see that other person, they were super far in the distance, and I actually had to look back on this footage just to see it. But pretty much what I was doing is I was actually adding on to the complex, which I was actually pretty proud of. It was actually doing pretty good, and it looked pretty natural with the rest of the landscape, and that's pretty much what you want to do. Now for weapons, I did this just so I could just stay, out there and just kind of be the outside man until something happened. Now, by all means, definitely just grab a shotgun before doing this. Just do it. So then it came time, I had to do, well, you know what happens, is I had to move. Now, this is what happens is, you can hear me in the back. I just froze the screen, but I just wanted to see it. So, I had to take everything pretty much, and then move it out. Now, this is going to be different when finding a new camping spot. It's just definitely important that you go with the ring. That way, you're not trapped outside. So definitely get there before everybody else does. That way you can set up. And that's all I have to say. Yeah, next slide. So we moved into the ring. 7 or 5 squads left. And yeah, we're gonna do this. And around this time, we'll start to say they don't know how many. They'll tell you, unknown amount of players left. So I'm actually safe in the ring, and we'll say from it, and we'll have to pack up soon. But see, you want a little place like this, or a little peek hole to peek out of. You want a nice window, a viewing point that you can snipe out of. And then again with the missiles, somebody missiled the house close to me, and around this point is people are just going to be bringing stuff down on you. It really doesn't matter where this is. Now, I will give Gibraltar that, even though he is a bad camping target. He's definitely one to get the campers out, if you know what I'm saying. He has, like, the most deadliest airstrike imaginable. Even better than Bangalore, even though that kind of, like, just Gibraltar's is probably a lot better. And it definitely works for what is happening here. So as I threw the gas trap just to like lure people, so now it's time. Now it's kind of you get bored of waiting. So you're gonna want people to come out now. So I tried to like fire off my gun. No one really came, and then it was about to be time to pack up again and then head out. And now it's good to think that somebody died there too, just so you can get out easily. So what happened was I was putting new things back, and what happens is I knew that no one was around. Because if they were close, I heard somebody in the downstairs, but I think they were alone, and they thought that I was like in a group. So I scared them out of the house. That's why I was throwing like all the bombs. It was really faint, but you were able to hear them. So then I saw the ring coming. So I was like, well, I better sprint off to the side. And this is kind of where my story ended, guys. I'll have you watch the rest of this. But yeah, guys, this is how to camp in Apex Legends 2. Hope you enjoyed all the tips and tricks. I hope you guys just don't watch you guys enjoyed watching the amazing journey of this, because yeah, this is definitely insane what happened. And hopefully you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Father graces you.
I just had to say one more thing. Like, look, 4,000 XP. See, that's why you need to do it. And no, you really get the XP for having no kills and getting there. That is how you earn XP, guys. Yeah. See you later.
Welcome to North Hill, a new townhome development located in the north end of Boise, Idaho, offering 2 or 3 bedroom floor plans with refined finishes and natural stone throughout. Come check us out and visit us at northhillboise.com.